Good morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 30 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health and nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your calls on The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you have a success story you'd like to share, if you want to contribute to the conversation, we want to hear from you. 844-236-6010. If you have questions about our Truth Skin Health products or formulations, ingredients, the longevity business, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. Please try to call in early so we can get to as many calls as possible. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program or recommended on the program, head over to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. We blog regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. And, of course, you can purchase all the longevity products right off the website. You can also sign up to join the Brightside Ben team. Love to have you on my team. We can help spread the word together about how important and powerful a nutritional supplement program can be. If you're looking to make a little money and you want to help people at the same time, if you want to start a business that really makes a difference or true difference at the most fundamental level in people's lives, which is their health, and make some money too, you can sign up to join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $25 investment. You can also get your products at the wholesale price for that one-time fee, one-time investment. And, of course, you'll also earn thank you checks every month from longevity, as little as you want or as much as you want. Some folks are making a lot of money doing it. Some folks are making a little bit of money doing it. You make your own decision on what you want to do, how much you want to participate. You make as much money as you want, basically, if you're up for doing the work. 866-735-2470 is the number. 866-735-2470 is the number for the Brightside Ben phone team. They can tell you all about it, and you can also sign up right off the websites as well. And, of course, if you're interested in checking out our Truth Skin Health products, head over to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Okay, so we've been talking about the health strategy of calming the body down, activating the relaxation response, as Dr. Herbert Benson calls it in his book, The Relaxation Response, which I highly recommend, all as it regards youth and building and growth and repair and all the good stuff about being alive. Yesterday we talked about cancer and its relationship to cellular stress, to bodily duress. This, as we said, is the ultimate cause of cancer. It starts as a cell in distress. And the major distress of a cell is a lack of oxygen, also a lack of food, the mighty 90 essential nutrients, as well as the accumulation of toxicity. All of this leads to a subsequent energy deficit, a deficiency in cellular energy. Basically, it's a lack of oxygen and then a lack of the mighty 90 essential nutrients and accumulation of toxicity. The lack of oxygen is the fundamental reason why a cell turns cancerous. It's about energy, folks. Yes, it's true. The nutrients are important and the toxicity is important, but the fundamental basic reason is oxygen, cellular oxygen, the direct cause of energy, the direct cause of cancer. It's a lack of energy. That's the primary initiating factor. All the other causes, whether it's tobacco or formaldehyde or asbestos or estrogen or all these other things you hear about causing cancer. This causes cancer. That causes cancer. These are all secondary initiators. They make it harder for a cell to process oxygen, to deal with oxygen. They're secondary. It's not the asbestos or the formaldehyde that causes the cancer. It's just that these substances, these so-called carcinogens, make it more difficult for a cell to process energy. And this is so important to understand because there are so many things we can do ourselves to assure that our cells have all the energy they need to maintain health. If you think it's the carcinogens, if you think it's the environmental substances that are causing the cancer, you can't do anything about that. Well, you can minimize your risks, certainly, by not smoking, for example, not taking prescription drugs, for example. And by the way, that is one of the things that happens when you take a prescription drug, inevitably, if you take the drug long enough. A drug cannot help but create cellular energy deficits. But it's not the drugs, and it's not the tobacco, and it's not the asbestos, and it's not whatever. It's the fact that a cell is not getting the energy it needs. A cancer cell is a cell that is just freaked out. It doesn't know what else to do. It takes a lot of energy to run a cell, and it takes a lot of deficit for a cell to turn cancerous. Cells can withstand a lot of abuse. When a cell finally goes into cancer, it's just desperate. It doesn't know what else to do. Once the disease is switched on, once cancer manifests itself in the obvious sense as a tumor, rest assured the conditions and the environment of the cell have been energy suppressed for a long time, and the cell has been starved, it's been suffocated, and it's been toxic for a long time. This is why we've been looking for a cure for so long. You can't find a cure for cancer because it's not really a sickness. It's just this secondary way that cells have learned to deal with life. It's this alternative way that cells have of manifesting or producing energy. And it's why killing cancer cells, as necessary as it is sometimes, I'm not Pollyannish about this, but it's only a temporary fix, albeit a necessary fix in some cases. It's about the cell being desperate, so desperate it doesn't know what else to do. Now, I wanted to start talking about these PPD hormones and how they relate to cancer and how they relate to health and disease in general. The PPD hormones are youth and fertility hormones, pregnenolone, progesterone, and DHEA. And the reason these are youth and fertility and growth and repair and anti-aging hormones is because they support cellular energy. This is how they work. They make it easier for a cell to utilize oxygen. And this is why they're so multifunctional. And this is why they're protective against cancer. The PPD hormones protect against cancer. Unfortunately, as we get older, these PPD hormones get depressed. They get suppressed. We make less of the PPD hormones as we age. That means we have less protection. That means cells have a lowered ability to utilize oxygen. And because cellular energy and cellular oxygen affects everything, every single thing, whether you're talking about heart health or brain health or the health of the digestive tract or the health of the immune system or fertility or muscle building or skeletal health or bone health, you name it. If it involves building, if it involves growth, if it involves repair, it's going to involve the PPD hormones because they help the cell get oxygenated. And once we understand the relationship between calming the body down and wellness, as well as the PPD hormones, we will understand how to deal with cancer. Under conditions of the elevated or sufficient PPD hormones, progesterone, pregnenolone, and DHEA, we get more oxygen. And when the body's calm, when the body is relaxed, we can utilize that oxygen more effectively. We're not burning through it as much. The anti-aging strategies, the anti-cancer strategies, the PPD hormones are about oxygen, the prime cellular energy component. There ain't no drugs, folks, that are going to upregulate oxygen. There's nothing your doctor can do to improve cellular oxygenation. There's nothing your HMO or your hospital or surgery or repairs can do to elevate or improve oxygen utilization by a cell. But we can do it ourselves. That's the good news. That's the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away. All right, we're back on the right side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Got lines open for you. 844-236-6010. If you have questions about the longevity products or anything we're talking about today, if you have a health challenge, you or a loved one has a health challenge that you want help with, 844-236-6010 is our number. Let us help you wean yourself off your medication and get on a good nutritional supplement program if that's what you like. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. And if you're interested in checking out some super premium, ingredient-packed, densely packed, active and functional ingredient-packed skin health products, head over to truthtreatments.com. Check out our Truth Retinol Gel, 5%, our Truth Serum, Truth Omega-6 Healing Cream, and Truth Balm. Okay, so PPD hormones. Nobody else, I just made that up, so don't look at, you're not going to see that anywhere. PPD, I like the way that sounds. Progesterone, pregnenolone, progesterone, and DHEA, they're all types of cholesterol. Tell that to the next bonehead who wants to put you on a statin drug. The PPD hormones are versions of cholesterol. You suppress your cholesterol, you will suppress your youth and fertility hormones. Period, end of story. Now, why would any medical strategy ever utilize something like suppressing the production of youth and fertility hormones? What is up with that? This is the idiocy, biochemical lunacy. Because a drug company spent a lot of money on research to shut down cholesterol production. That's basically why statin drugs, Mevacor, Lipitor, and Zocor, and the like are around. If you have elevated cholesterol, it's a chemical issue, a biochemical issue that needs to be addressed, not a pharmacological issue that needs to be suppressed. Elevated cholesterol means elevated blood sugar and blood sugar problems. It's the second point on our triangle of disease. Elevated cholesterol is a result of the triangle of disease. The PPD hormones are versions of cholesterol. They help cells get oxygenated. They help cells get energized. That means they're good for everything. And because they're versions of cholesterol, that means cholesterol is good for everything. Cholesterol is anti-aging. Cholesterol is youth promoting. Cholesterol is building and repairing. And there's no such thing as LDL and HDL cholesterol. More biochemical stupidity. HDL represents a bubble, and LDL represents another bubble, a light bubble or a heavy bubble. L for light, H for heavy. They say high density or low density. Just think about it as heavy and light. The light bubbles take cholesterol to the liver. The light bubbles take the cholesterol away from the liver, and the heavy bubbles take the cholesterol to the liver. Thus the moniker good and bad cholesterol. The one that goes to the liver is supposed to be good. The one that goes out of the liver is supposed to be bad. It's nonsense. There's only one molecule called cholesterol. There's no HDL cholesterol. There's no LDL cholesterol. Those are carrying bubbles. And cholesterol is youth and fertility promoting. Let me say that again. Cholesterol is youth and fertility promoting. It's health promoting. It's good stuff. In fact, as I've said so many times, it may be the most important molecule in the body. Arguably, a very good case could be made that is the most multifunctional, anyway, molecule in the body. And not the least, for many reasons, but not the least of which is the fact that it's a form, that the PPD hormones are forms of cholesterol. They help a cell get oxygenated, which means they help everything. There's a substance that I haven't really talked about because it's a little bit complicated, as unbelievably fascinating as it is. There's a substance in the body called ATP. Now, I'm not going to get into the chemistry, so I don't want to freak anybody out, but ATP is how the direct form of that energy takes in a cell. And it is unbelievably cool stuff. But this is how, when we talk about energy, that's kind of like this amorphous sort of abstract idea. Well, what is energy? It's kind of energy is sort of a philosophical concept, but in the body, the energy shows up primarily as ATP. Oxygen helps the body make ATP. PPD hormones help the body make ATP. This is where the idea of cellular stress comes in. Cells can get energy, they can make ATP. When I say get energy, that means make ATP. Adenosine triphosphate. So cells can get energy in two ways. They can make ATP in two ways. One that requires oxygen, and that's called aerobic energy. Aerobic respiration, that's the technical term. Aerobic respiration is how the high-tech, sophisticated super elegant elegant chemistry, or cells that can manifest super elegant chemistry, that's the kind of energy, that's the source of their energy production. That's high tech. There's another type of energy production called